This is Two Takes, One Marriage.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Susan.
We'll be talking about whatever is on our minds.
The random thoughts, the funny stuff, and the conversations that probably didn't need microphones.
Real love, real life, really funny.
Welcome back. How you feeling, babe?
Better than last week.
That's good.
I still have a cough, though. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, coughs can be annoying. I feel like I've had a cough since, I don't know, forever. Just randomly will come up.
No, I get a cough, getting a coughing fit until my lungs hurt.
You don't hear that from me every so often?
What do you mean?
My coughing fits? Where I sound like I'm croaking?
No, I haven't noticed that.
Yes, you have. Remember when I coughed the other night and I was like...
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, like those coughs. I have them on and off. I've had them on and off since we got married. Remember?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, sounds like I'm coughing up a lung or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do get into that sometimes.
But we're glad you are feeling better. We enjoyed having our guest speaker on. What do you think about that episode, babe? Heard you listen to it.
Y'all had a lot to say about me and her boyfriend.
Well, here the people we're in a relationship with.
Yes, I know.
So. Alrighty, it's your update time. Do you have
My
your
update
for the Braves?
Not too much has happened. It's just been spring training. And the baseball World Classic is going on right now too. And the U.S. almost got eliminated because they didn't take one of their games seriously. But Italy won last night, so it moved us on to the next round.
Italy won or Italy lost?
Italy won. They beat Mexico because we beat Mexico and we needed a bunch of things to happen if Italy didn't win. Because Italy beat us the other day. But they stomped Mexico last night, so we got to move on to the next round. But the Braves are in spring training are 12-5-2, so it's been a pretty good spring training.
Yeah, the Brewers have not been doing well on their spring training, no lie. I saw them and they're kind of on the lower scale of the league that they're in. So.
Oh, and they did give a little more updates on Braves Division, just how you can get it on the MLB app. You can pay $100 for getting the Braves for the entire season with no blackouts, and you can pay $200 to get access to all of the MLB games, but games other than MLB will have some blackouts if you're not in the area.
So, I thought you had all the sports stuff that you need to watch games.
Oh, well, I mean, I had Hulu, but Hulu doesn't really cover all the MLB games.
But it covers a majority of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, like
if it's not there,
I'll always be able to watch one, but it's just the ones that the networks are covering that I have on live Hulu. So, like, I wouldn't be able to pick a specific game to watch.
I know that. I'm just saying.
But mostly it's good for, like, college stuff. So, like, if I want to watch college basketball or college football.
My question is, are you going to invest in the MLB TV?
Well, I'm not going to pay for the whole league because I really want to watch the Braves, but I have considered getting Braves Vision. So I can watch all the games.
All right. So, today, me and Jonah kind of talked about what we were going to discuss, and we have both been reading a book that's his favorite trilogy. He's been listening to the audio while I read beside him on the actual physical copy, because I'm someone who needs a physical copy. I like having a physical copy, especially like to kind of follow along. That's just how my brain works. And then yeah, so we were just talking about books, and we are like, oh, well, let's do a book episode. So this is going to be very booked based. So we'll just see how it's what books we like just random things about books. So excited?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the book that we're reading right now, what is it?
So any Brandon Sanderson fans out there, I introduced her to the Cosmere. And the first series that I read for that was the Mistborn Era 1, and that's my favorite trilogy and in all Brandon's works. I know there's a lot more out there that a lot of other people would say that are better. Yeah, so we're on the Final Empire right now, the first book in Era 1.
Yeah, and every time I want to go to read it, he's doing something else, and we're reading it together, so I don't.
Not every time, but this week it's been like.
Yeah. Well, we got halfway through it. Like we're a little more than halfway.
Yeah,
so
and it's getting interesting now.
I just am like wanting to finish it because
Yeah.
I probably would have already finished it right now if I wasn't having to try to align with you. But I also.
And book 2 is my favorite, but it kind of starts off slow, and then at the end, like it just boom, boom, everything. Like you find out so much about.
Yeah.
The world and like.
Well, I like books sometimes like that, but at the same time, it depends because sometimes it's like these are big. Which one is it? Oh, it's still a pretty big book. Like it's still got a lot of chapters.
Yeah,
and most chapters.
The Stormlight Archive books are a lot bigger.
Well, okay. So the thing is that most books that are slow starts aren't like a ton of chapters like his are. And so for me that's gonna be a problem unless I'm learning a lot. So if it's just gonna be like we're gonna rewind, go back to the past, and we're just gonna get caught up, that's cool. I can do that. I don't know. If it's gonna be like a drag and it's like a day by day kind of play and it's very boring and very like I'm not really getting anything, I will have a hard time getting through it. But I will do it for you.
Well, I mean, I don't really think book 2's all that. I mean, like things are happening the entire time.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that book is bigger than any book that you've ever had.
Which one is it?
Sarah J. Maas book.
Mm.
Court of Flames or whatever. Silver Flames. That one's hers are like huge. But those ones I would not recommend to people, like other than specific people, because it is inappropriate. It definitely wouldn't be a Hallmark movie type thing. It's like your 50 Shades of Grey type.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what do you think in your life, what book has impacted your life the most?
What book has impacted my life the most? Well, I could get super religious here.
I mean, you can if you want to. Go for it. I'm not going to say no.
The book that's impacted me the most is probably...
Okay. And what is the book about?
And it's just another testament of Jesus Christ, basically. Of a family that... It starts off with a family that... travels out of Jerusalem because the prophet Lehi was commanded by God to leave Jerusalem because it was going to be destroyed by wickedness. So they left and traveled over to America, and it's just another testament of people in America. And there's a part towards the end when Christ comes back and visits the people of America.
Okay. And what lesson stuck with you?
Well, you can learn a lot from the prophets that are in there. There's prophets that
see our time. But you don't get to that part till the end, so you gotta read the whole thing to get to that part.
And you just feel the presence of the Spirit as you read and grow your faith in Christ and God.
So would you recommend that book?
I recommend it to everyone.
Okay. All right. Are there any other books that you would potentially recommend? Books that maybe stand out to you, or what's another book that like really would be your first recommendation to someone to read?
Easy easy series to get through is probably the Aragon Inheritance series. That's good. It's one of my favorite series in middle school, and I read that multiple times in my life. I still need to read the Murtagh book that came out a few years ago. And then obviously Mistborn. There's some leadership skills and like character development stories in those books.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. My book recommendation, I don't know if it's up here. I think it's up here. Oh, I thought it was up here. I'm gonna cry. What happened to it? Oh no. Oh, I kept it because I loved it. That is rude. I need to find it. I could have sworn I kept it. But it's called The Last Bookshop in London. And it got me. So I read it. I had gotten all these books. I got all these books that are on these shelves. Most of them I got for like $50 total, because this lady who had book clubs, so she had like multiple copies of books. She was selling all of her books. And when I tell you, it was like books on books on books on books. I got like 30 pictures of books and saying, okay, go through the list and see which ones you want, and then she'll tell you the price. Because I was going through Bill's wife, Megan. Because it was Megan Newer, and so Megan had sent me all these pictures. So I got like a ton of like all of these books. Most of these books are from her. And one of them was The Last Bookshop in London. And I'd gotten all these books because I was like, I'm going to get back into reading. Like, I miss reading. I do thoroughly enjoy reading. I just don't push myself to read, and I don't like have the time to read. Like, I feel like I don't.
Especially this week.
Yeah. Like, also, I just feel like I procrastinate and I get lazy because it's so much more easier to just scroll my phone. And I'm really sick of it. So are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a cough fit.
Do we need to get you some water?
No. I'm okay.
You sure?
Yep.
We can go get you water. You good?
Continue.
Okay. So, part of me is like thought about maybe if I just delete like certain applications, I'm not as tempted to get on my phone. And that's also why I have like a second phone, quote unquote. It's called a Box Palma.
It has all the books on it.
Yeah, it has books on it. Like, it's basically an e-reader, but you can download apps. Yeah. So you can download Audible, you can download Spotify, you can download the Amazon Kindle app, you can download Nook if you have a Barnes & Noble Nook app. Like, you can download all the apps.
But it's not backlit.
It's like if you were to read on a Kindle. So it's got the same coloring as a Kindle. So it's not color version. It's purely black and white. Mm-hmm. But, you can download apps. So I technically could download apps. They would just not be in color. So it's purely for reading. But I love it because I don't get notifications on it. So if I'm reading on that, I'm not getting notified. So when I get notifications, if I read off my phone and I get notifications, I'm immediately going to that notification to respond because that's the kind of person I am. I am very quick to respond to something, especially if I feel like it needs a response, but I also don't want the person waiting on me to respond. And I also don't like seeing notifications on my phone. I like them all to be.
And that's why our relationship has worked so well, because we both are the same way.
You are not. If you look at your phone, you have like you have all those red dots of notifications. I can't stand it.
What red dots?
Well, they're not red dots, but they're the icons the badge that's by, like if you have a text and it has a 1 next to it.
Oh.
You have like so many of those. I need those all to be 0 for me, because I don't
I've
know.
let my emails get big, but I used to clear them out all the time because I didn't like seeing big numbers.
Yeah. No, I can't stand seeing a single number. So I completely go in there, or I turn it off. I turn it off so I don't see it.
I just meant response-wise. I mean, the past 2 weeks I haven't been as good about it, but I meant response-wise.
Oh, response.
Not notifications, but...
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking like... No, that's the thing. I see a notification, and I have to look at that notification to make the notification go away.
It depends on the notification for me.
No,
I'll clear it out if it's like a ring notification or like...
Oh, so if we were to look at my notifications...
But like if it's an ESPN notification, I always look at it, Snapchat,
like,
TikTok.
No. If we were to look at my notifications compared to your notifications, if you scroll up on my,
I clear those out.
Yeah, I know, but you let them get piled up during the day. So you'll have like 20 notifications from different apps. And then me,
but you have a lot
I'll
of
have
them
0.
turned off. So.
Again, I have them turned off for that specific reason, because I don't want to be notified. But that was a tangent.
Sorry.
But the box Palma is really good. It is a little bit expensive, but I think it's worth it if you're definitely someone who likes to read on a Kindle. Like, or you don't want to get a Kindle, you want something small, because sometimes I feel like the Kindle's a little bit big for me. But yeah, so yeah, I just feel like I've been on my phone just a lot. And so when I got these books, I was like, I'm going to read these books. And I picked up The Last Bookshop in London, and it was based in World War II. She travels to London, and she gets a job working at a bookstore. And so what would happen is, there would be raids, and they'd have to go underground, and they had a place that they would meet and all. And they would go under where they were to their kind of bomb shelter, I guess, when the alarms went off. And she would always have a book, and she would read to the people. And, people started coming to the shop because it wasn't getting a lot of traction. There weren't a lot of people coming in, but they started coming after that. And people started learning about things, and I realized how much books have information in them, and that they are a way to escape reality. So when she was reading those books to those people, they weren't thinking about the bombs going off. They weren't thinking about that. They were in a different reality. Like they were in a different world, and it was a way to escape. And it does kind of get like a little graphic, not like too bad. If you want to read the book, it is a historical fiction, so it's not accurate when it comes to like details and stuff, but it is very much based in a timeline that was that. But it was the first book that I read out of the collection, and I loved it. And I was like, this is why I want to read. Because I want to learn things. I want to get immersed in a different world, and it's a way to escape reality, and it's in your head. Like you can, when you're reading this book. Now, most of the time when I read about people, I don't get their features exactly correct. Typically, it's kind of the same guy or girl in my mind always. Like, they have the same hair color. Like, you might say, the author might say, oh, the hair color is blonde. I'm still seeing someone with brown hair in my head. Like, that's just how I see it. I don't know why, but I can't see a full, like, super entailed detail. And I just see people. I don't really, when people in books talk about like gardens and stuff, and they're describing things surrounding them in a room or something. I'm not seeing any of that. I'm kind
Picturing
of
what they look like.
no, I'm pretending that I am just waiting for them to start talking so then I can see them in my head talk to each other. I basically just
So you don't even pay attention to them describing their surroundings?
no, not really. Sometimes I will skim that part until it gets to the next talking part cuz I just do conversation to conversation. Now, I usually read about where they've gone to.
Yeah.
But the defined details of it was a scarlet rose so red that it was like a root, like, something like that, where it's very descriptive. That's where I'm like, okay, you lost me. Let's get to where they actually talk to someone.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, the authors get very descriptive about things.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, I'm done hearing about the room. I'm done hearing about this. I want to know the conversation. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I want to know the action a little bit quickly. So I might skip and I might skim through some descriptive parts. And that's why the speed on the audiobook that we're listening to is where it's at, because I'm
trying to get through all the descriptorial stuff.
Yeah, and I'm kind of skimming a little bit. That's what I was doing when he was reading at a slower pace. I was basically somewhat rereading ahead, but I would kind of jump to the conversation to know what was happening. But that's just how I read, though.
Yeah.
Everyone reads differently. So the next thing I'd want to talk about is books versus movies. Okay. What's a book that was turned into a movie that you know of?
Well, I know a lot. I know a lot of flops, and I know a lot of... Well, there's only one that I think that they did a really good job with.
Okay, and which one is that one?
That's the Hunger Games series. It's the only one that I feel like they stayed very close to the story. There's a few things that...
What about Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, some of the movies are so changed from the books.
Well, also, you have limited time within a movie compared to a book.
Yes, but Hollywood also takes out characters that are important to the story, though.
Yes, because they have limited time and can't give you the details of that character.
Hollywood always changes stuff that you're like, you didn't even need to change that.
I agree with you. Okay, so in your mind, which one's better, the book or the movie?
Books are always better.
The books are always better? Like, hands down, even with the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my hack, okay? And people can judge me on this, that's fine. I will take the judgment. If I have not read the book, I'm okay to watch the movie and then read the book. I actually like that a little bit better.
I mean, that's what I did for most of the stuff. Like, I saw the Harry Potter movies before I read any of the books.
Yes. Well, and I like it better. I don't know why, because again...
And the same with the Hunger Games.
Keep in mind, when people come into my brain, they're usually the same people. They look alike. Like, I don't really focus on detail. But if they make an adaptation movie, and I watched that movie like I did with Harry Potter, I had watched...
It for you?
No.
Oh.
No. I know exactly what that person looks like because I've already seen him on a movie. So that's the person I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So it's not the same person.
Every time I go back and reread the Hunger Games, I just picture Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson and all the other people.
Yeah.
That's all I pictured for the characters.
Well, and that's my thing. I kind of really enjoy watching a movie before reading a book, so that way, one, I already know the characters, but also the movie is going to be just a snippet, and I'm not going to be like so devastated reading a book and then watching a movie and then being like, ugh, this was bad. You know, I actually thoroughly enjoy the movie more because they've made the characters real, and those are the characters that I see throughout the film.
The worst one is Aragon.
Never seen it.
Don't.
I've never even heard that there were movies made.
There's one movie. They made a movie for the first one, and it was so bad that they didn't continue.
Sad. And you would think that they would do well with
They
dragons.
rushed so much stuff. They changed how some of the creatures were. They changed how dragons and riders worked. It was terrible.
Yeah. Well, the book that I want us to read next, City of Bones.
Yeah.
They tried a TV show, then turned it into a movie. Like it was on a flop up of what it was gonna do, and it's not the best. It is trash.
Well, I heard that Brandon Sanderson is working with the what was it, Amazon or was it HBO?
I think you said HBO.
I think it's HBO and he has a hand in, and they're making a TV show for the Mistborn Era 1. So,
well, I will have higher expectations if I read the book first. So, unfortunately, I am reading the book first, so I will have higher expectations.
yeah.
That's the only bad thing about movies and books. You have no expectation for the movie if you haven't read the book.
I'm just excited to see what they do with how Inquisitors look.
I don't want to see that. I don't know if I want to see that. They sound gross.
Well, I mean, you already see what they like. The fans made them look like in the deck building game.
I did not. I didn't pay attention to that.
Well, next time we pull it out.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, we already did that. Are there any books that you feel were overrated? That you heard there was a lot of hype for it and you're like, it really wasn't that great?
Overrated?
Like a book everyone loves, but you didn't.
Not really. Can't really think of any.
Okay. I mean, there's not one off the top of my head right this second that I can think of, but I'm pretty sure there was a book that I was like, it's okay. It's not that great. But I can't think of it right this second. Oh my goodness. Okay. Rapid fire book edition. You have to be quick with this.
Okay.
Okay? I already know the answer. Physical books or audiobooks?
Audio.
Paperback or hardcover?
I like hardcover.
Bookmark or dog ear the page?
Bookmark.
Oh, don't dog ear the page. If you do that to one of my books...
I have done that in the past, but bookmarks are definitely better.
Don't do it to my pages. I will bust you up.
Well, you have bookmarks, so we won't ever have to do that.
I know, but these books have been read by people who've done that, and it irks me when I come across it.
So you're never borrowing my book again?
No, I'm never borrowing your book if you do that. I will be mad.
Well, I said they can't borrow your books ever again.
Yeah, no. Well, I bought these books like that.
Oh, okay.
Because of the book club.
Okay, yeah.
I like physical books. We already kind of covered that. I like paperbacks. I do not like hardcovers because I can't fully get comfortable with them. Okay, library or bookstore?
Bookstore.
Bookstore for me, the only time I want to go to a library is if I really don't want to spend the cash on a book.
The only time I've gone to a library recently is to use the computers.
Yeah, no, I like to go to the library if it's for a book in which I only want to read once. I don't want to have as a collection.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spend the money on it. And also if they have it. If they don't have it, then they don't have it. Libby. Libby is a good app. It lets you connect to your bookstore or your local library. It lets you do e-read books.
Do e-checkouts. Right?
Yep. It lets you do audio. It's a good one to have, but you have to have a library card. So, okay, that answer. Read one book at a time or several at once.
If I'm reading for the first time, it's the one.
Okay.
But I have multiple that I've read many times that I'm in the middle of. So
for me, it's usually one book at a time, depending. But because we're trying to read a book together, I have started one other physical book here, and then I'm listening to an audiobook at work. So technically I'm working on 3 books right now. But one is just
Well,
a...
it's because we're working on one together, and it's having to do with sometimes I'm busy doing something else. So
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm... But the one that I have for work, it's basically, I've already read it. I'm just refreshing my brain
yeah.
so that I can go to the next book. Because I haven't read the next book after it. So I need to get caught up on it. So that way my mind's refreshed on where it was and then reread. That's another thing. I can't, if it's a book series and let's say...
Cough it.
So let's say
Swallowed a bug.
it's let's say it's a book series and one came out this year and I've read it, and then let's say 2 years down the road they come out with the second one. I then have to refresh my brain on the first one before I can read the second one, because there's no way my brain has retained that from all this time. So that's a one. Quiet room or background noise?
Well, I listen to books all the time at work, so.
So you like background noise when you read a book?
I'm listening to it in my headphones, so I can just tune everything out. So.
Well, then you want a quiet room.
Yeah.
Okay. Your preference is a quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
Mystery or romance?
Both.
Fantasy or realistic stories?
Fantasy.
Long books or short books?
Don't matter.
Happy ending or tragic ending?
Happy ending.
Series or standalone books?
I like both.
So for me, it would be fiction. I prefer mystery more so than romance, but if they're mixed together, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's what I...
And I like fantasy, but I will be okay with some realistic stories, like historical fiction. It's based on like an actual time period, but it's still a fiction. It's still not real. But like it's not someone's actual true story. It has bits and pieces that kind of like the movie Journey to Bethlehem, and they did their best to follow the Bible telling of Christ's birth with song. So the songs they kind of had to make up, but it was still kind of based on a true story. So like a true event. So that's how I feel. I don't mind the length of the book, and I prefer a happy ending, to be honest. I don't really like tragic endings.
Yeah.
Tragic endings or leaving me on a cliff note with nothing really irks me. And I think I would prefer a standalone depending on how long the series is. Like your series is going to take me, it feels like forever to get through because they're big. But they're also like small sized books. If they were probably a regular size book like one of these, it'd probably be like this size.
Well, Era 1's only 3, and then Era 2 is 4.
Yeah. Sarah J. Maas is $6. And that's the one that I'm getting caught up on.
Yeah. Well, then you say Skull Bones one or City of Bones is multiple.
City of Bones. Yeah, yeah. And
why I say Skull Bones?
I don't know, because it's bones. The person who recommended both of those series to me was my sister Holly Jane. So Holly Jane,
shout out Holly.
Yeah, Holly Jane. You guys say Holly Jane.
Oh, sorry.
It's not Holly.
Holly Jane. Don't hate me.
Yeah. So with that is I think she really loves series. Like I think she thrives off series, because that's all she's ever really recommended me is series. And sometimes I need a standalone in between. I can't do series after series after series after series. Like, I'd like to just read a book and be done with it.
Surprised it didn't pull up on your iPad.
Oh, saying series so much?
Yeah.
Yeah, series. Yeah. Alrighty. Fast reader or slow reader?
I'm definitely a slow reader.
Do you reread books?
All the time.
Highlight in books or never touch the page? Please get this right.
I don't highlight books.
Okay, good.
The only book I've ever marked up is scriptures.
Yes, and that is the only proper one to mark up.
Yeah.
I don't... people who annotate books...
Why would you do that?
they like to write their feelings so that
That's what a
of the
journal's for. Get a read journal.
I know. I
But
feel the same
why
way. Don't write in the book. Don't.
is it like
It's
historical books or something?
no.
Why are you writing in a fantasy book? Like what do you have to
It's
say
to
about a fantasy?
annotate. I'll show you. I'll show you some TikToks. I'll show you some
I'm
TikToks
probably
to
gonna be
explain.
heated.
Yeah, I get heated because I don't know. I just feel like there's nothing to unless it's a self-help book
Yeah.
or like
A
you
cookbook?
said, a cookbook, history book, something like that.
Scripture?
Yeah, those are exceptional to mark up. But just a regular book, no. They're
What's the point?
I don't know. Okay, do you judge books by the cover?
No.
I sometimes do. I usually look at the cover, and if I find the cover interesting, then I read the.
Okay, yeah, I probably yeah, I probably do.
Okay.
I retract that statement.
Finish every book or quit if it's bad. I finish every book.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry.
That stalking stuffer, I did not expect you to read that whole book
No, I did.
yeah.
Alrighty.
And you finished it in like 2 nights, it seemed like.
I did. It took me like a night, like 2 nights and a half, because I think I stopped. It was too late for me to keep reading.
I would say I'm probably gonna be finishing the whole book.
Yeah. Okay. Book that made you cry.
Hunger Games, first one. Obviously, the Book of Mormon and Happy Cry for that one, or Spiritually Cry, I guess. I tear up more in movies though.
Yeah. Book that scared you.
I haven't really read any horror books, so I haven't really been scared by a book.
Or a book that maybe you feel like could potentially come true that like would be scary.
No.
Okay.
I haven't really experienced that.
So the book that made me cry and the one that scared me were the exact same book, and I don't remember the name. I remember what it looks like on the front, but I don't remember the name. But I read it, and as soon as I was done reading it, I gave it away. I was like, I'm never reading that ever again. Because it had it was a mystery book, like a murder mystery killer. There was a killer and everything, but when I tell you, it had
Was it the book that the girl was also a serial killer?
No,
Okay.
that one I would reread again. That one didn't, it scared me a little bit, but it didn't make me cry. Like this one made me cry because there was DV in it, SA in it, and just devastating. Like what that family had to go through, even though it was all made up and it was all fictional. I was like,
Yeah.
that
shook you a little bit.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm never reading that again, because it really just boiled inside me that could happen. A book you couldn't finish. I've finished almost every book I've started. I can't think of one that I haven't. So I don't know. There could be one that I stopped reading.
Yeah, all the books I've eventually finished.
A book everyone loves but you didn't. We already kind of went over that.
Yeah.
There wasn't really one. A book you wish you could read again for the first time.
Pretty much all the ones I mentioned.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, have you ever pretended to read a book?
In school all the time.
Have you ever bought a book just for the aesthetic?
No.
I have. It's this one right here.
You never read it?
I haven't read it yet, but it's beautiful. Like beautiful.
It's a hardcover book.
I know. Well, that was the only one, and it's got a sister called The Spell Shop over there. I just have to put them together. Ever skip to the ending?
No.
I have.
I know, you skipped to the ending of
Once or twice. I don't read the chapter, but I might skim the last chapter just a little bit to get an understanding.
Oh, but you didn't really read at the end. You just like looked up things on the story of the.
That were already given to me at the back of the book.
Yeah.
So, whose fault is that? Shouldn't have put it there. Should have put it at the front.
Mm.
And then I would have already been going in with an understanding. So,
My wife just can't get through. She has to know.
yes, because I need to know. Kind of like my notifications. I need it to go away or it will pester me. All right. Fallen asleep while reading. I have.
I have.
Ever read a book because of social media hype? I don't think I have.
I haven't either.
Mine were always usually book recommendations or I picked it up myself.
Everything was recommended by my family that I've read, mostly.
Wait, I think the spell shop was on TikTok shop and it was like someone, I saw it on TikTok, someone talking about it and how great it was because it's about a cottage it's about a library in the woods. And so many people are like, I would just live there, but it catches on fire. The library catches on fire.
Dang.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens on that. So if your life was a book, what would the title be?
Man of Mystery.
Really?
That's what I've been told.
You're a man of mystery. You are a man of mystery. I think you are. What should the title of mine be? Worrier, the frantic, the overachiever.
Clingy. I'm just kidding.
Reference to last episode. But
what is Susan's life? The passionate, hard-working woman.
okay. I guess I will take that. Alrighty. So we know what books we're finishing out. We're gonna finish up this Mistborn series, and then we're gonna move on to City of Bones. And we're gonna
eventually I'll maybe get her more into Cosmere, but we'll see.
we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah. I mean, there are standalones that you can
Read.
Okay.
So let us know if your life was a book. What would your title be? All right. That's all I got. Make sure you like, share, comment. You know, we love to see your comments. We love your thoughts. Share with your friends, family.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you next time.
Have a good week.
Bye. Nope.